the stream. If you could let us know if you can hear us and see us okay, that would be amazing. I'll just wait for some confirmation. Let us know if it needs to be up higher or like, yeah, the volume should, if we need to be louder or quieter.
Hey, beautiful. Hey, hi.
I mean,
Oh, okay, it's looking good.
yeah.
Perfect, amazing. Okay, so hello and welcome to the Dev Diary stream for season 21, which is launching tomorrow. And if you've seen the trailer already, you know that it is called Vigor Bloodline, and we've been excited for this season. It's like the kind of theme and the spookiness. It's been really nice to work on it during spooky season and in the run up to now, so we're excited for you to give it a try tomorrow. So yeah, first of all, some introductions. So hello, my name is Rhiannon, or Rhi, and I'm the community manager for Vigor, and I'm joined by my two lovely colleagues. I'll let you introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Ras. I'm a producer on Vigor.
That was quick. Hello, I'm Michal, and I'm senior technical designer on Vigor.
It was later last week.
It's a longer title.
But you've both been on the dev streams before, so some of our
Yes,
players
yes.
might already
I already
recognise you.
Noticed some buddies.
Some people saying hello. Oh, I've seen hi Michal from Bro Tobias. Amazing. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about on this stream is everything to do with season 21. We're going to give you a sneak peek of what it's going to look like. We have some, we're going to play some matches, that'll be good, and also we'll be talking a bit about what's coming this season. So I can show you this what's new screen to give you a kind of like sneak peek of what you can expect tomorrow. So firstly, there's the battle pass, which will be themed on cults and kind of like returning to our roots. Maybe you could explain a little bit about what players can expect from the battle pass.
Yeah, so no, it's okay. I'm nervous. No. Yeah, so it's themed as like going back to the roots, going back to the roots. It is, yes, the old ways. Right, so currently it's like it's duality themed. It's like there's like two groups. One is the group that's like trying to re-establish the civilizations, like going back to the more rural way of living, like trying to rebuild. And the other ones are just like going the old ways, like meaning like returning to the nature. It's like as the nature is reclaiming after the apocalypse. It's like so they are. It's like yay, finally happening. Let's go with it.
I've just seen a message about the microphone, so I might turn it up a little bit.
Just a scooch.
Is that a bit better?
Can you hear us now?
I saw a comment from Vigor Monster about the microphone.
But Vigor Monster.
What?
Yes, super. Thank you so much. Okay. Hopefully you caught that about what the season theme is all about. Duality. For those of you who have been checking out our socials as well and keeping track of what we've been teasing, you'll know that we've been teasing the kind of lumberjacks. We had a little video for that some people caught, and we also had some kind of like teaser of what the cultists look like as well. I shall just go to this screen so you can have a look and see. So we've been kind of teasing what the cosmetics are going to look like for both of the groups. And for those of you who joined for our Halloween dev stream as well, we also teased it at the end of that. I think some people who were there and have kind of like been keeping track of what we've been posting on our socials have, like, you put two and two together, which was really great, so well done for that. And yeah, we were kind of teasing this season all along since October. But yeah, we'll be taking a look at what the Battle Pass looks like when we get to some gameplay. But kind of continuing on with the, like, what's new in Season 21. There's also the Donation Hub, which is the revamped charity box. We released a Vigor Explained video about that at the weekend. So there's some information about that there that you can check out, but we'll also be showing it to you during this dev stream as well, just explaining it to you a bit more. There's also some inventory weight system changes and improvements that we'll also be talking about when we get into some matches. I think we'll be playing some encounters as well later on. There's also going to be a new bleeding effect for knives, laceration effects. So that will also be affecting bear traps and the crossbow arrows as well. So we've pre-packed the bandages ready for the match so that we can show you what that will look like and how it will work. As well as the reworked bear trap as well. And there's also... Who are you saying hello to? Sorry?
Tiny.
Oh, okay. Nice. Hi. One of our partners there.
Too much text for me.
And also there's a premium pack that's coming, as well as some Xbox and PlayStation perks as well. So we'll be showing that to you a bit later on. Whilst we're at the beginning of the stream, we wanted to take some time to talk a bit about what we've also changed this season and some fixes or ongoing kind of bugs and kind of bug fixes that we've been working on and are continuing to work on as well. So maybe one thing that we can start with is the changes that we've made to the rifles with the crosshair, because we've been getting a lot of feedback about that on our socials from players. So maybe Raz, you could talk a bit about that.
Yeah, so we heard you, and I think like most of you will hopefully be happy that the scopeless rifles are getting their crosshairs back. That's the SKS, Mosin, M2 carbine, and Vigor 52 rifle. That's nice. I hope.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I'm happy.
I'm sure the players will be happy as well. I can already see some happy comments in the Twitch chat.
Those are of course like not the only changes to the weapon overhaul, but it's like those would be just like I guess too many to list, and I can't remember them all. From what I see, yeah, this was the adjustments to the damage of the M16, SA5, yeah, and the spread.
Yeah.
So all the Mosin kids can now go out to the Outlands camp. And it's like
It's glorious.
it's glorious.
Yeah, we've been kind of collecting feedback over season 21. We knew it was a controversial change. So when we were saying that we were taking the feedback into account and seeing what we could change, this is kind of what we meant. So in this season, you can see the crosshairs back on those particular weapons. So thank you again for everyone who sent us in feedback about that, and we hope that you like having those crosshairs back this season. On to some other bugs that we've been addressing.
Yeah, I've noticed one of them is like mentioned, that was the tag issue. So it's like hopefully that one is fixed. We hope so. Can't be certain, but like for sure, it's like do let us know should it occur after the update, but it should not. So tag is back on the menu, boys.
Yes.
And girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is also good news, because
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest issues that Outlanders have been talking about on our socials since the start of the season was to do with the Tiger shotgun and the crashes that it was causing. So yes, it shouldn't be happening in season 21, but in case anyone notices anything, as with all the other bug reports that we get, we appreciate them, so please let us know.
It was of course not only crash that was like happening, so it's like we work on multiple of those, so hopefully like the stability will be much better now.
So does that mean that the best loadout right now is Mosin, Taiga, and of course Puko?
People be unstoppable.
Oh yeah. That honestly, that should be a band, like loadout. That's way too strong.
And better.
Yes.
I think I mean
And
like,
second Puko.
Watching people panic is like on the last is like as they bleed out.
Yeah.
Glorious.
But we'll get to that.
Among other bug fixes, so it's like the one that we've seen a lot of times on the socials and feedback tracker were the hit registration issues. So we work on those as well, and now hopefully it's like all of those should be gone. So it's like so you should no longer encounter people just like being invincible, so you can shoot them, or like people running around killing you with no weapon. Hopefully that one will be fixed as well. It was a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass to debug and fix, but hopefully we made it.
And we've also seen some comments on our socials about the hit registration issues. So
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah. I've also seen there's a few messages in the chat about the audio issues. This is something that we're continuing to look into, the one where it's causing the muffled sound with explosions. It's a tricky one. We know that it's one of the biggest bugs that has been mentioned to us during season 20, and it is a really frustrating bug, but we're continuing to work on it.
Yeah, we're currently on track to identify the culprit and hopefully fix it. And not sure if we'll be able to make it till tomorrow, but hopefully we'll be able to verify the fix and deliver it in the next 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this one is definitely frustrating on both ends.
Throw explosive at Xbox players, they won't hear you coming.
Just looking at the messages from the chat about some of the bugs.
Yeah.
But there was also a bug that was mentioned about the standing up while healing, which is something that we've also fixed for this season.
Yeah, I think we talked about it in the last stream when I was here, and it was should be fixed, and we can confirm that one is fixed.
Yes. Yeah, that was. We were seeing some of the clips that people were sharing on the socials, and it did look. It did look very frustrating to happen at the same time, seeing someone just being crouched and then suddenly just I just stand up just whilst I whilst I heal. It's it didn't look great, but yes, that'll be fixed for this season.
Something about proper posture, when you do medical procedures or something.
Maybe. Yeah.
Also, Betty is asking about the taiga crashing in LM's encounters. So yeah, that's we've mentioned that.
Yeah.
Should be good.
But I think those are the main bug fixes that players can look forward to this season. Unless there's something else that you'd both like to mention at this point.
The main ones so we do not spend the whole evening here.
Yeah.
But the major one, there was of course plenty of other fixes, but going through them would be kind of tiring, and I had enough of those over the last few weeks.
Yeah, there'll be the changelog that we'll be releasing tomorrow, so that you can have a proper read through them all and everything that we've been working on and fixing. So thank you again to everyone who got in touch about those bug reports and shared info on our socials. It's always very helpful, and it's particularly helpful when we get reports through the feedback trackers. I'll be talking a bit about those later on as well, but you can find those through the contact us page on our website. That's really helpful for our team to investigate kind of bugs that are being reported to us.
Yeah, and as usual, if you folks can also provide any clips, screenshots, any additional information surrounding, whatever bugs happens to, that also really helps us to track down the actual issue and then fix it as quick as we can.
One of the other things that we've kind of made some changes to recently has been the matchmaking system. So we recently made some tweaks to that to make the system a bit more robust and to hopefully ensure that players aren't waiting as long for their matches. And console crossplay should also reduce this for players on consoles. We'll be talking a bit about the console crossplay that will be coming this season a bit later on as well.
Yeah. So it's the new matchmaking is hopefully it will help with the matchmaking times and also with the connectivity issues that we're having. So hopefully it will also be able to improve the latency in the games. Selecting correct people that you matchmake with and selecting correct server.
Yeah, thank you. I've just seen.
And of course, it's just like a start for us with the matchmaking improvements. Like, we'll keep on going with that as well.
Definitely. I've just seen a question about what's the most efficient way to report or send bug reports to us. The feedback trackers are definitely kind of, it keeps everything in one place and it allows us to kind of like group like the bug reports that we're getting. But at the same time, we do welcome reports to us on our socials if players would prefer to send us the reports that way. But I think the feedback tracker is definitely something that we're encouraging everyone to use. So I probably would say to...
Yeah, definitely. It's on our end, it's basically a streamlined system that basically notifies us, so we are sure that the team sees everything that goes through feedback tracker. Then we basically pull it together, figure out, what bugs belong to which departments and all that. But definitely feedback tracker is the way to go.
And just to mention one more thing before we go on to showing you what you can look forward to in the Battle Pass this season. I know that from looking on the socials that like cheaters and us dealing with cheaters is a common topic that is brought up, so I just wanted to kind of reassure you all again that we are dealing with cheaters. We're continuing to look into the reports that are sent to us through the in-game report system, and we're continuing to look into the anti-cheat, looking to kind of make more tweaks kind of further down the line with that, but we have been swinging the ban hammer on players that have been cheating. It's an ongoing process, so it's not necessarily we're going to be dealing with all the cheaters in one go, but it does really help us when we get those reports through the in-game system, so please do keep sharing those with us. And if you have any clips of other players cheating, you can send them to our email address, which is vigor@bistudio.com. So yeah, I think we can take a look at the Battle Pass for this season. So I'll just go, maybe before we go on to some gameplay, I'll just show this screenshot. So it kind of like showcases some of the cosmetics that are coming this season, and as you were talking about with like the duality of the kind of the old school Outlanders and the cultists, they're kind of fighting it out in this particular image. So yeah, I'm looking forward to some clips from players where some of them will be dressed as cultists, some of them will be dressed as like in like the old school kind of like lumberjack outfits and uniform, and seeing them kind of like battle it out. I think that'll look really good.
This is a very fitting thing for the setting, I think.
Yes, yeah, particularly with like Ikevian as well. With
Yeah.
And now with the holidays coming.
Now with the holidays coming, yes. It's very, very festive lumberjacks.
Yes, very red and Christmassy.
I did an oopsie.
You did an oopsie. Oh,
I
we've left the...
left the controller there. Sorry, you had to see my forehead.
That's okay.
Up close.
Oh no.
It's even bigger now.
Okay, so once we're connected again, we'll be able to take a look at some of the parts of the battle.
Now I can demonstrate my 100% eyesight.
Yeah, we had some, in all honesty, we had a little bit of trouble with the monitor that usually has the gameplay so that the guests can actually play the game. So Raz will be looking over at my monitor, which is a little bit, like, the screen is a little bit smaller.
So small. I mean, we're gonna be playing on hard mode. To make it fair.
But yes, this
Where
is...
am I?
Okay, so you're...
Where's the start?
Keep going left. Keep going
Yes. I'm going. Tell me where to stop.
There we go.
There
Okay,
we
there we go. That's the
Oh.
start. So yes, this is what the Battle Pass is going to look like. Would you both like to maybe talk through some of the items that players can look forward to in the Battle Pass this season?
We already did. I'm not built for this. I cannot cook. Yeah, so this is the lumberjacks. Like this one of the one of the group from the rebuilders, right? So, like trying to re-establish the civilization, starting new. Like there's a cosmetics like themed with that. Yes, this one's pretty. I like the cap.
Yes, yeah, I do like that one. It fits in nicely with the premium pack that we have coming out this season as well. It's like a
It basically
kind of
just
feel.
screams like, look, I have a raccoon on my head. How cool. Which, if anyone gets that reference, I love you.
I didn't actually get that reference. I was just laughing at the
I'll
what you were
tell you
saying.
afterwards.
Okay.
A raccoon on my head, yes.
But yeah, it's a mix of things.
This one.
Yes, I do like that one. Yeah.
Spooky.
Yes.
This is gonna be really fun when you're playing like a shootout or on Ikevian, and you're like in the maze and you just turn around the corner and someone with this mask pops out.
You just extend the scarecrow.
Yeah. So because Tiny is also confused by my reference. It's a reference to one episode in of Parks and Recreation.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Eater backpack is like there is someone again who's like going into the wild and rebuilding.
Yes, it's very kind of like hunter, kind of like focused.
Yeah, this
definitely.
one will be most likely to the
The cultists.
cultists.
Mhm.
This is very neo-pagan, yeah.
I can imagine the artists and designers had a lot of fun creating this season. Because
Yeah,
it's.
I think even the designers is like wishlisting this went really wild.
I've been enjoying it for the spooky aspect because it all kind of like ties together with like the tree on Ikevian and kind of what was kind of being teased when we released that map. It's kind of all kind of tied together now.
Actually, there's like a thing they wanted to tie it in. Like, so there's the cult, like there's the HQ for them, or at least one of the settlements.
Because we had some theories kind of being discussed in the community of like what the tree kind of like means and things like that. So it's been quite nice kind of like seeing people's theories and people talking about it.
So cultists are more about the face paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's again the cultists, like neo-pagan outfits.
I saw a question, I think like when I was just talking about the Ikevian map, we had a question about whether there's going to be new guns or new maps this season. There won't be new guns or maps this season in season 21, but we do have some...
And we're back.
back at the beginning. We do have some new kind of features coming that we'll be discussing on this stream, and also the theme kind of ties together with Ikevian and bringing that kind of like a story almost, that we have this duality that's happening in the season, and it ties with the spooky tree on Ikevian, so you can enjoy that with this new season theme and battle pass. Thank you for showing the how the battle pass, how that's looking.
Yeah, I almost saw it.
So yeah, I think we can probably head into an encounter map now and do some gaming. I think that'd be a good idea. Let me just. Yes, that's an encounter. The first, yeah.
Yeah, like the first in this encounter, and like I'm not sure if I want to go there.
Do you have bear traps?
Yes, and I have the crossbow. I think I also have the knife.
Excellent.
I think
Is it Puko?
I'm not really sure. I think it was there already.
Yeah, you did.
I have a knife. I do not have a knife.
Oh.
It's okay. I cannot stab myself.
It's literally unplayable.
We'll be showcasing we wanted to showcase like the bleeding effects and like the laceration during this stream, but we'll make sure to do it with the.
I mean, like as Raz pointed out, you cannot actually stab yourself, so
Yes,
you'll have to walk on your own bear trap.
Okay.
Like a pro.
Or you can. That'll be something to look forward to.
I see we're observing my gameplay.
Yeah.
So whilst we're waiting to get into the encounter, maybe we could talk a little bit about the crossplay that is coming this season. So it will be coming in season 21. It won't be coming on launch day, but this will be console crossplay. Yeah.
So basically, for technical reasons, we had to schedule it a little bit differently as we initially intended, but it is coming. It won't take too long, I hope, from the point of view of players.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be there. And basically, I don't know if you want to tell more or should I?
We pretty much like summed it up pretty well. Like unfortunately we hit some technical limitation difficulties, so it's like we had to reschedule the edition of the crossplay. It's still be happening in this season. We hope it will happen as like early 2025, so hopefully January. It will allow PS players to just like join with the Xbox and Switch players.
Mm-hmm.
Like there will be no crossplay for PC players.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Still.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned previously, it is a feature that players can turn on and off.
Yes.
Which means that it's not forcing players to do anything if you guys don't want to.
Yeah. There'll be the option through the options menu to switch that on or off. But with that crossplay, it will open up a new kind of like pool of players for Outlanders to kind of like play against in Vigor, and should, as I mentioned kind of earlier, it should also reduce some matchmaking wait times as well, hopefully.
And I hope it's also going to be fun for the community.
Yeah.
As we have like communities on each platform, and so now it's gonna be fun for the players to meet other players from other platforms as well, and you know, cool interactions might ensue.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that players will enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Once it arrives. So stay tuned.
Yes. And just to reiterate as well, because I've seen a question about the crossplay. Is crossplay not gonna be possible at the start of the new season? At the start of the season, so launch day tomorrow, the console crossplay won't be there. But as we mentioned, it's something that we're going to be adding during this season. We're aiming for early, like the first month of next year, 2025. But yeah, as Michal mentioned, there were some technical issues we had to just kind of sort out first, but it is coming.
I see. Will leaderboards show players from different platforms? No. For now, the leaderboards will stay platform specific still. We'll see about what we can do about it in the future.
But this is a good point that we can consider. But yeah, again, as I said, right now the leaderboard's functionality remains unchanged. But we'll see what the future brings.
Mm-hmm. I've also seen a question about can we get the dancing from the trailer cult members around the fire as an emote. That would be pretty cool. I was there when we did the mocap for that trailer, and some of you who were watching may remember Tony from our previous streams. He was doing some dancing.
We're dancing?
Sorry?
We have to dance?
Yes, you have to dance, yeah. On camera. Dance for the community.
And here we go.
Please answer this, Vigor. Wow. Thank you.
Which question is that? Okay.
We're just trying to figure out the particular question that was... reduction to the XP.
Yeah, I see it now,
yeah. Yeah, we know this is something that, like...
I should step on the battery.
From...
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry, I just wanted to say that we can definitely pass it also to the rest of the team and for consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, as far as I know, it's not planned, but we're constantly observing how players play the game, how players play with the battle pass, and that ultimately informs how we design that as well. So it's possible that there might be some adjustments, but we'll have to discuss it within the team and see what's what.
Yeah, we from being on the socials, I have seen that it's something that players do mention about the Battle Pass XP. I mean, it does get more difficult as you reach those higher levels, but as Michal said, it's something that we kind of continue to look into, and yeah.
Are you already bleeding all over our beautiful maps?
No, I bleeded over that spot.
Ah, okay.
But I almost bled out to death, so I've showcased you can stop it with bandages. There are multiple levels of bleeding. Each weapon is applies different on the bleeding and it stacks. So stabbing someone multiple times works. And I guess I'll just bleed.
Oh.
I guess I'm not gonna bleed.
Important thing to remember, kids. Bear trap also actually deals damage.
It also drains your stamina.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But that seems to be the least of my problems.
I was hoping that would have more time to
To bleed.
To bleed,
To
yes.
death.
Yes.
Yeah, I
keep going.
I did hope it's I've left enough HP there, so I guess not.
So anyway, so we're adding this new effect, which is laceration, as we call it, basically bleeding, and it's tied to several, for the most part, cold weapons, essentially, in nature, cold weapons. So knives, as we've seen, the bear trap, among others, and basically what it does is it is damage over time. It can be healed with stuff like bandage, because that makes sense, right? When you have a laceration, bandage it up, and you're fine. And yeah, as it was mentioned, it can stack. So if you get hit from multiple such items or weapons, you're gonna bleed out faster. But you can still heal it.
Is skill credited to player? Yes, it is. It's not credited to the bleeding, it's credited to the one who caused the bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, it's glorious. Great fun.
That's why it's Vigor Bloodline. All ties together.
Oh, yeah. I mean the crossbows are wild now. It's if you just hit someone who's not prepared with the bandages, really do a number on them.
Mm. And with the using the bandages, how does that work with the kind of stacked kind of laceration effects? Is it just you use a bandage, or do you need to use
it will stop the bleeding completely. You do not need to just stack on the bandages.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to go through the entire process, the entire animation and whatnot. So then also, as Raz mentioned, with any firefights that might include, for example, crossbows and whatnot, it can make situation a lot more tense, because you might not be sure if you have, even if you have bandage, if you have that time, if you have that safety to apply it, but then if you just keep running away, that you'll bleed out eventually. So hopefully it will add a little bit of tension to some of the other parts of the gameplay and combats that we have in the game that previously wasn't perhaps as prominent.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it also makes weapons like Puko a little bit more interesting.
Is that your favourite? I'm getting...
You couldn't tell?
Just had to check.
No, with him you need to Slovak.
Yeah.
It took me a moment to get that then.
We got to that part, yes.
So I'm thinking maybe we could either go into another match now, or we can showcase the donation hub, then go into a match. Because I feel like it was quite quick, the encounter.
Match first or donation hub?
Next time I'll try to bleed slowly.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. For the community.
Could you please stop bleeding all over my couch?
Yes.
Just do it on the floor where it's easier to mop up.
Yeah, so this is the new donation hub.
Yes.
Now you can put all the resources in there.
Yes. This is something that we showcased in a recent Vigor Explain video. We want to thank players as well for their feedback that they've left so far about what they think about it and how we've explained it, what their initial thoughts are. We're looking forward to seeing you give it a go as well, and after tomorrow, like seeing, like actually using it how you like it, or maybe not. But yeah, maybe we could show.
I donated everything now. No one is upgrading the shelter.
Did you donate at all?
Yes.
Oh my. Right, could you go? If you go back to the donation hub. Open it up. So maybe you could talk a bit about how it works. I know that we've explained it a bit in the Vigor Explain video, but maybe you could give people watching a rundown of how it works and what the donation hub is all about.
It's like you are good people, so you give stuff to people. Over there is like they're there somewhere.
Oh, you have had questions about who we're donating it to. Actually, I've seen that on socials.
They can see them. Hey.
Well, I always take it that it's basically just the remaining survivors of all the stuff that went down.
Yes.
That aren't as skilled as your Outlander at like making weapons and fending for themselves.
And you're just looking down at them from your shelter.
Yeah.
And like you are providing them resources, so it's like of course it's the rebuilders.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. That's
It's
true.
Like, we are for sure not supporting the cultists.
No.
Basically, yeah.
Unless there's cultists down there. But so if you could open up the donation hub menu again.
So we have revamped the previously known charity box into donation hub, and what this means is that from this update you'll be able to donate basically any resources. They have different value, obviously, depending on their rarity. Meaning those that are more rare will yield more gratitude, which is a new sort of it's not really a resource, it's more like a metric that we use within the donation hub that is basically used to show how much value you've donated to these survivors. And in the end, then there is also this is also connected to leaderboards as well. Just like previously in the charity box, there were leaderboards.
I can show those, right?
You can actually show those as well. Although I'm not sure if there's going to be any nice data to see, but we can have a look. In any case, what this means is that previously we also had leaderboards for charity box. So now you can actually track your progress with your donations with all the remaining leaderboards, and you can also track it per different resource as well. And just like previously with charity box, there are also rewards included with this. So if we have a look, you can actually see the tiers of rewards that we have.
I cannot highlight it.
Yeah, you cannot highlight it. It's not interactable in that way. But yeah, basically depending on how much gratitude you gain, that means how much value you've donated. That basically qualifies you for a specific reward, which are different types of crates, including a new type of crate that we've added specifically for donation box, which strictly speaking can in itself be described as a donation box because it is a box, as a crate that comes from a donation. But it's basically a what's the actual name of it? It's donation crate.
Donation crate.
Donation crate.
You completely lost me with the box
Yes.
in the box.
Yes, that was my intention.
A box inside a box.
It's a box that comes out of a box.
Wait. I'm smart. Maybe it's there somewhere.
Maybe you already have one. It's possible.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Donation crate.
we can see it. We don't have it here yet,
Mhm.
but we can see it. So it's a donation crate, and donation crate is very special because it is a really good source of crafting plants.
Yes. And
Special.
And
Like the way you said it.
I mean, basically, donation crate. You open it, and you'll most likely get a crafting plant.
And it's great.
And it's a crate.
yes.
It's a crate, yes.
Yeah, the way that the donation crate works is that you are more likely to get plans than you are the other rewards that you can get from it, which can include booster tickets and special issue crates. So, and
Yes.
as well as being more likely to receive plans from the crate, you also won't receive like duplicates of ones that you already have. So yeah.
Yes.
It's
And in a situation that you happen to run out of crafting plants to obtain, then you will basically be gaining these other rewards that we mentioned. So the special crates and or special issue crates and the booster tickets. So there's always still some value in the crates, but it's mostly about the crafting plants.
And with the donation crate as well, you'll receive one reward from it, in the sense that if you open it and it's a plan, you get one reward, and then if it's a special issue crate or booster tickets, you get more than one of them. It's just
you get two.
You still have like one like item, but potentially more of those. So you would get 2 special issue crates.
Or 2 boosters.
Or 2 boosters
of the same kind.
Yeah. I see also a question if it's possible only to get plans through the donation crate, or can we also buy? They should still be available.
Yeah, they're still available in the shop.
store.
It's like this is just like an alternate way on how to get them.
Yeah.
And maybe whilst we're here as well, maybe we could take a look at some of the challenges as well that are coming in season 21, because some of the challenges that are new are connected to the donation hub, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure if I'll see them there, but it's like the new challenges, like they are linked to the donation hub. So it's basically like donate a certain amount of specific resource, and that's pretty much it.
Yes, yeah, super. Thank you.
It's like if it's there, but I cannot see.
It's quite a small screen, so Raz is having to lean in a little bit.
Also, so we've been talking about the donation hub for a while, but I remembered a question that I've seen a while back from Lost Boomer about the healing animation standing up. So we've already mentioned that yes, this was fixed. So you no longer have to stand up to heal yourself.
Yes.
You could have showcased that.
You could have, but you died.
Yeah.
Maybe
Because you didn't heal yourself.
I did use it one time, the bandage.
Oh. Well.
I forgot to crouch.
Yeah.
Maybe
I was not worried enough.
maybe we could go into another match as well, just because I'm conscious of the time, and there's a few more things I wanted to. You need to. Yes, okay.
Here we go again.
I'll lean back so you can see.
There is it. There it is. I'm not sure if I need 3 of them, but
Yes, there's 3. And whilst Raz is putting together the loadout, maybe Michal, would you be able to talk a bit about the inventory weight system that was mentioned on the What's New screen?
Yes.
oh boy, we're out of bandages.
Oh no! It's going so well.
Yes.
And this, dear Outlanders, is why you should always go to the Outlands prepared.
I was like, I could have crafted it, but I put on the material.
You did.
It's okay.
I mean, maybe you can deconstruct something real quick.
This is getting embarrassing.
But if you have still some weapons, you can deconstruct something from materials, so we can craft at least one bandage.
Yeah, I'll try. I can see.
So anyway, while Raz is trying to get himself a bandage.
I know.
Yeah. So let's briefly mention the weight system.
I think
so.
I'm in that menu.
Oh boy. In any case, we've revamped the weight system a bit, and by a bit, I would actually say noticeably, because previously I think that it wasn't something that was.
I don't know in which menu I am.
You're in a quick.
And I'm
in any case,
not responding.
If it's a bit too tricky, like we do have like other content.
No, I think I'm there already.
Okay.
And what's the key for it?
Well, going back to the weight system, So previously it wasn't that I think clear and that readable as to like which items were how heavy, or like the information was there, but it didn't feel that impactful, and it didn't feel very clear as to what effect it has on your character, and how much you basically can afford to carry. So we've revamped it a bit. Right now, if you observe what Russ is doing, you can actually see that below the backpack, there is now a bar showing the weight of your loadouts that you currently have, and it is actually divided into 3 regions basically.
What I was missing, I should be able to craft it.
And
There it is, yeah.
yeah, do you have it? Oh,
Yes.
cool. Nice.
And that's all of.
So, in any case, what it means basically is that right now the weight itself, like the idea behind it is basically the same. That each item has certain weight, so the more items you carry in your backpack, the heavier it gets. But it is much more clear and readable how much weight total you're carrying, and effectively also what impact it has on your character. So essentially, with every third of that bar that you see, it has some penalties to speed, to stamina regeneration. I don't think that we need to go like way too much into details. I think players will be able to figure out all of that on their own. But it should be much more readable at this point. So even when you're looting things and whatnot, it will basically show you the differences and whatnot. So it's a lot more responsive and should make weights a little bit more interesting or at least relevant thing for the players.
I managed to get 1 bandage.
Good.
Should be enough.
Now you can step on a bear trap once. Just the
Like,
toe.
if I stop the bleeding fast enough, then, like, I think we can like step on it twice.
It would be quite funny if just all the gameplay from this stream is just you were just going and laying a bear trap and just like.
It was like they've already seen me playing. It's like there's not much to that.
Oh dear. Oh. So whilst we're waiting for this to load, and when we go into the match, I've seen some questions about the snowball fights and the Christmas update. So maybe Michal, because I know that you've been working on the Christmas update, you could talk a little bit about this and what players can look forward to.
Yeah, well, I mean, usual stuff, I would say, basically, in that sense. That Christmas is coming, guys, yo.
Woo!
So yeah, we'll have a little bit of a festive mood in the Outlands. There will also be some events that we're preparing.
Yes, you mean the ones on our socials.
Also, yes. But yeah, if I mean, the players will probably learn more about it from y'all also over time, I suppose.
Yes.
So there will be some fun content in that direction as well. But yeah, we'll have. I mean, basically, yeah, like Christmas as usual in a sense. So players can look for that as well. And the rest, I think that would be, once time is right.
Once time is right. With the more info about the Christmas, or just to double check, you mean the ones on our socials, like the info for that, or?
I'm genuinely, I would say like both. It's like Santa doesn't announce like Christmas or like presents up front. It's
True.
just like it just climbs.
True.
It just
yes.
climbs through the chimney into your house without invitation.
Yes.
And then just drops in there and eats your food.
But maybe could we tell everyone watching when the Christmas update will be launching, like this season, so they know when to start preparing for the snow.
I was just talking about the surprise and you want to spoil it?
I thought it was a different surprise. It's okay, I'll leave. No. Well, we'll be keeping you updated on our socials. When we'll let you know when to expect the snow and when to expect some fun in the snow as well. We shall let you know. but with our socials, we will be having themed weeks each week. So this week is Nice Week, and we currently have a contest happening for that, where we would like Outlanders to let us know on Facebook or Twitter what's the nicest thing they've done in the Outlands for a chance to win some booster ticket prizes. So that's currently live, and we're going to be having different contests each week in the run up to Christmas, with some fun and more possibilities to win some booster tickets along the way as well. Maybe I can ask Tony, who is currently moderating, if he could share the the link to the blog page for the Advent contests.
Also noticed a few points in the chat. I think it's fair. We can briefly mention it. People are mentioning the Halloween event. We are aware that there were issues. I mean, I believe we've mentioned it once or twice already. Fortunately, the issues were fixed, and it will not affect Christmas update, or rather the Christmas event. I mean. So that's not in danger.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that. I did see that question as well. I've also seen a question from Vigor Monster about the turn it or burn it, which is also on my t-shirt. So when I see this question occasionally on the socials, I know it's to do with like the radiation cloud, so you have to like turn the tomato timer, so you have to turn it or you burn it in the radiation is how I kind of explain it. And when people see my t-shirt and they don't know what Vigor is, I also have to explain it. But yeah, that's why it's turn it or burn it, and that's why we use it in different places.
I see Archie's posting a link to our news surrounding the Christmas events.
Archie, who is our QA lead. Thank you, Archie. And thank you, Tony, as well.
And also, original sin. I'm not number 1 lifetime skill rating. I'm trash, actually.
I like how slowly you walked up to that bear trap.
I didn't see it.
Lay it.
See? See?
No longer standing up. Perfect.
It stopped the bleeding. Well done. I can do it all again. Let's do it one more time, but without the bandage.
One more time.
It's gonna be like taking
Maybe I'll just like go and find another bandage.
This is your quest to go and find a bandage so you can injure yourself. Have the bleeding effects. And then heal yourself.
Then I'll need to go back and find the better.
I mean, there's a few other things we wanted to cover in the...
Tell me whenever I have one, and like I don't see it.
That's the beauty of it. Just guess.
There's a few other things that we were going to cover before the end of the dev stream, so if you do just decide to
Also,
end it all on the bear trap, it's okay.
hey, you're feeling. Thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you.
Like I can barely see the interaction points.
Oh no.
Oh, there's one.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's food, right? Like that won't help.
I mean, like, do you think you could like tape the fish around the wounds?
Or just like put the head. Stop. No.
So it's the very
I really can't see whatever I'm looting.
tense scavenge hunt for
There's potatoes, okay, no?
for bandage.
No.
I think maybe it's okay if...
I'm done. I'm done.
It's okay. We can... We have some more things to announce, so it's all fine.
That's true. Yes.
it was.
I'm gonna die.
Just looking out onto the water.
Enjoying his last moment.
Decreases.
I'm kind of hoping for some to use a beach.
Oh. Oh god. But we did see the bandage being used earlier on, so.
And in crouch.
Yes, and in crouch.
Crouch.
Indeed.
Quest finished. Then you could tell us, like, I almost did it with the blindfold.
You did well considering the size of the screen that you're dealing with. It's okay. Okay. Well, thank you. I mean, I don't think I've seen a dev stream before where it's been just that kind of gameplay where it's like, watch me die. That literally.
It just works.
I mean,
maybe I'll just like put it away for now.
But
yes, the Taiga issue has been addressed and should be fixed.
yes, yeah. So kind of going back a little bit to what we were saying about the Christmas activities, or the Christmas update that's happening this season. We'll be posting more information about that on our socials. We also have a Booster Apocalypse happening this week, so it will start on the... Sorry. Some technical issues. Yeah, so it will start on the 6th of December and at 9 AM UTC and end on the 9th of December. So you'll get up to 33% off boosters for encounters during that time. And the asset that we've used for this also kind of like showcases the bleeding effects as well. So yeah, you can go in and enjoy Ikevian and try out some of the new bleeding effects and do some looting in those encounters.
I mean, the artwork for the Booster Apocalypse feels... I don't know why I just immediately got the vibe of like playing the weirdest game of Marco Polo.
Marco! Follow. Bear trap. And literally it's an arrow to the knee.
Yes.
We also have some double XP days coming your way as well. We'll be letting you know more about that close to the time, so keep your eyes peeled on our socials for the exact dates. And we also wanted to show you what the premium pack looks like. So this is the Lawkeeper pack. So what you were saying earlier about kind of the Outlanders who are looking to kind of like rebuild the Outlands and rebuild the community, it kind of ties into
this one
that.
should have just like all the leader of the said group
Yes.
vibes.
Yeah. And there will also be the Xbox and PlayStation perks as well for people who are PlayStation Plus and Xbox Ultimate Pass members. So the name of these packs are the Coastal Guardian and the Dverg Nautilus packs, and one of them will be launched on the season release tomorrow, and then another one on the 12th. Was wondering if one of you remember which one is the 12th.
It should be.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay, so
PS will be on release. Xbox will be on 12th.
perfect. Yes, thank you. So there's a little bit of a sneak peek of what those will kind of look like. So yeah, those of you who are Xbox Ultimate Game Pass members or on PlayStation Plus, there's this to look forward to. And so this is everything we wanted to talk about in terms of what's coming in this season, but we wanted to also mention something else that we wanted to let players know about in advance of the season launch tomorrow. And that is in regards to Vigor on Nintendo Switch. So I shall pass it over to Raz to talk a little bit more about this.
Yeah, unfortunately these are kind of the sad news. As we are just developing Vigor, we've hit some technical limitations that are just harder and harder for us to go around. And with this, unfortunately, we'll need to announce that Vigor on Switch support will end in 2025. Like, there's no specific date just yet, so we'll inform you about that. But it will happen next year.
Mm-hmm. But the news will also be on the Nintendo store from tomorrow, so we wanted to let people know about this in advance. We'll also be releasing a announcement video to kind of explain a bit more like what this means for Nintendo Switch players. So once that's released, you'll be able to kind of hear more about what it will mean kind of like going forward for players on Switch and what it will be like in Season 21. But I believe with Season 21 there are some changes, like whilst Nintendo Switch players can still enjoy the crossplay that's coming and the Battle Pass, they can't access certain in-game features to do with the currency.
Yeah, it's like so the in-game purchases will be disabled starting with the Season 21.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But we know that it's disappointing news. As Raz said, it will allow us to kind of work on making Vigor more. Trying to think of the particular how to kind of explain it, but
it will effectively allow us to focus the resources towards some of the other priorities that we have, and hopefully better spread it out, so we can keep delivering good content and good updates on other platforms.
Yes, yeah. But once that video is released on our socials, you'll be able to kind of learn a bit more about what it will mean kind of going forward, and we'll let players know in advance as well, like which season it will be that will be stopping the support for Switch, but for Season 21, Switch players can still play. Yeah. Okay. So before we say our goodbyes, I just wanted to thank everyone for coming along to the stream and for your questions as well in the chat. We're looking forward to hearing your feedback on Season 21 and what you think about the new features and some of the changes. You can let us know on our socials what you think about it, and you can also use the feedback trackers as well if you notice any particular bugs or if you experience any issues. I'll ask the moderators to add the link to the Contact Us page on our website, which is where players can find the feedback trackers in advance of the season launch tomorrow. There'll be a downtime tomorrow whilst we work on launching the season, but we'll be posting on our socials when you can expect that to happen. But yeah, this was fun. So I also wanted to thank Michal and Raz for joining me today, and yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it as well. Like, I've had to go on like the preview build, but yeah, I'm excited for the season. It should be spooky, suitably spooky, and with the bleeding effects as well, it very much like ties into Vigor Bloodline. It's a very it'll be a good season. Okay, so that's it from all of us here. So thank you again for everyone joining and for watching and your questions, and we shall see you in the Outlands. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya, Tiny. See ya, Philip. See ya, Archie. See ya, everyone.